During our Farm Basics time today, we're going to talk a little about road safety.
Spring is finally here and we're seeing lots of trucks and tractors out on the road, so it's important to recognize this is a different time of year. There are vehicles out on the roads that normally aren't out there for much of the year, so you've got to be aware of them and know how to deal with them when you come upon them.
Here's the most important thing that I wanted to mention today. Look, it doesn't last long, this planting season, or the same thing with harvest season in the fall. And a lot of the farmers that you're going to be following on the road, they aren't going far. Many are going 1, 2, maybe 5 miles. So yes, I realize you're probably going to have to slow down, but in the grand scheme of things, it might take an extra 1, 2, or 3 minutes of your time. It's no big deal. But the problem is if you pass somebody when you shouldn't pass them, now we're putting everyone in jeopardy, and that's obviously not a good thing.
Well, a few things to look out for. First of all, extra width vehicles. So you see a big planter or a big tractor moving down the road. Farmers have every bit of the same rights that you have to be out on that road. So many times you may think, wow, why don't they get over on the shoulder? Well, the challenge on the shoulder is, well, there's multiple challenges. First of all, the pavement's not as thick there, so they can tear things up if they're out on that shoulder at times. The other thing is there's mailboxes and other things that you have to avoid that are really close. And if they're big and wide and kind of hanging out over the ditch, well, they may have to swing back out in the road to avoid those things. So it's better if the farm tractors can stay on the road. You just have to be aware. If they are wide, you're probably not going to be able to see around them, so much like Brian said, you'll have to slow down.
Yeah, but the big thing, Darren, is legally they're required to be on the road, not on the shoulder. The shoulder is not a driving lane, not for a farm vehicle or anything else. So that's why equipment does have to run right down the road. That's just the way it is. The other thing I guess I'd point out is if you see a slow-moving vehicle sign, one of those triangular signs in the back, what you're actually supposed to do legally is slow down to the speed of that slow-moving vehicle. So if it's going 15 miles an hour, you are legally required before you pass to slow down to 15 miles an hour, then proceed around that vehicle. A lot of people don't realize that. That is the law.
The other thing to watch for is unusual vehicles out there, like seed tenders, for example, or trucks that have an auger sticking out the back. You just have to be prepared when they're going to turn. That auger, of course, is going to be out on the road for a little while longer than the vehicle is, so watch out for them. Plus, those types of vehicles are probably going to be turning into a field approach many times, not necessarily onto the next road that you see. So just watch that there may be a field approach coming up a little closer than the next intersection, and they may be turning sooner than you otherwise would normally expect to see.
And once again, with planting season upon us, please be careful, be safe, slow down, take a little extra time when you're anywhere near farm equipment.
Fortunately, one thing you don't have to watch out for on the roads is our weed of the week. Farmers will be after it in their fields. We'll show you how to control it coming up later in the show.